Oh my god, I'm like a little bit scared.
My face is twitching. They're saying if you want to look good, the thing to care about most is...
Hello guys, look who we have here today. Ro is back. We are sharing the products and trends that are on our no-buy list, as well as the ones on our buy list.
All right, Fel, take us away with the first no-buy.
Okay, starting off with probably a controversial one. You might have thoughts, Ro, but on my no-buy list is vitamin C.
I'm a little offended because vitamin C is my best friend, as you guys know.
I know, I assumed you would have thoughts. The reason is, it's just always given me a hard time in that I always get some sort of dermatitis where it's like this mild rash from the acidity. And because you know how vitamin C's, there's so many different consistencies and formulas, I always have a hard time starting it and being consistent with it. And then I ask myself, what's the point in using vitamin C if I'm not consistently using it? Because in the back of my head, there's like fear. And if you're not consistent with it, there's no point in using it. It also plays into a trend, which is kind of this hyperpigmentation rise. Everyone always has, you know, scarring problems, darkness, unevenness. But there's so many studies that show that azelaic acid, mandelic acid, alpha-arbutin can give you just as beneficial brightening effects on the skin without the irritation of vitamin C. So I think because I've found the Jumiso, which we both love, and is so affordable, I know that's like, it's in the back pocket. So bye-bye vitamin C for the year. But I'm not like dead with vitamin C, it's just saying this year. I will probably pick up vitamin C for melasma and age spots. And if I do start developing those like patches on my cheek, then I'll probably go back to vitamin C for that because I feel like that's what it's best for. Which is why you use it.
For my skin. There's an interesting conversation going on within like the derm community. They're saying if you want to look good, the thing to care about most is discoloration.
Message of the day is an even skin tone above all else. No one is noticing that fine line or that tiny little acne scar on the side of your face. As long as your tone is even, you guys can fake it till you make it.
So replacing vitamin C for this year is actually vitamin A or retinols and retinoids. Now that we're in our 30s, I visibly see my skin changing. My issues are dehydration, acne, pigmentation, and fine lines. All of those can be targeted with retinols and retinoids. So to me, because it can even out the skin tone, it can also balance my oils, help target potential breakouts. It does like all 3 to 5 things, so there's no reason I need to complicate it with a vitamin C. I have them already here, ready to go. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This one's from Coco Kind. This is their retinol gel. And then this one is a Korean brand, Iobay. It's the Retinol Expert. And then for eye creams, obviously the Beauty of Joseon has a really affordable retinol, amazing, and a little hack, you can use it on like your whole face. And then this one I used to use just for my acne, but it can also help, you know, with everything else. So vitamin A over vitamin C.
One thing that I relearned last year, and something that we all know, is that expensive does not always equal better. You guys know I love my Amore Pacific, but I think last year, because I did reconnect with so many beautiful K-beauty formulas and formulations, like the Astura cream, bestseller on Olive Young for a reason, the Jumiso vitamin C that Fel mentioned, it's like truly amazing, and all of these little isntree serums, and was able to create a skin cycling routine. So what that means is basically one night I'll use vitamin C, another night I'll use vitamin B, and another night I'll use, you know, vitamin A, while also giving yourself and your skin break along the way. You know yourself the best, we know ourselves the best, so we know what is technically better for us. So do whatever that is. But there is one thing, Fel. I feel like there's a category of skincare we have yet to tap into. We've tried basically every product from Sephora. We've tried basically every K-beauty product, but there's this like bougie skincare, I don't even know how to pronounce it. The Augustin Badar.
Augustin Badar.
Sure. There's like that, and there's like Vintner's Daughter,
like Barbara Sturm.
Yeah, like we haven't tried those yet. So I would be interested in trying for educational purpose for this channel, but I think personally the skincare that I will buy for myself and repurchase, I just fell so in love, in love with K-beauty that it's hard to beat.
And the thing is, it's confusing, I feel like, out there for a lot of people, because in my mind there's two categories. There's expensive, where it doesn't need to be expensive and it's kind of just marketing. And then there's expensive because there's a lot of tech and actual innovation and research behind it. It's not that it's necessarily bad, just to be aware of it. Next on my no buy is actually something also related to your non-expensive, and it's acne products.
Bold statement.
Okay, so you guys know I've had acne prone skin since I was like 12. It started my whole skincare journey. I even got adult acne. Little fun fact is that when you're in teenage years, your acne starts at the top, and as you get older, it travels down. So that's what hormonal and adult acne is. It's normally around the chin and jawline. So I've tried basically like every spot cream there is, every acne treatment there is, but this year, no acne labeled things. The two main reasons are kind of twofold. One is that I discovered this, which I'll talk about in just a bit, but on the other side, it's because I've learned to biohack my own skin and body and gut so that it kind of doesn't produce acne. I think this is like also another trend that we've seen, which is this emphasis on hormonal health. So things like cycle syncing, reading your skin, face mapping, it's got everything to do with not hair, but like your gut and your brain. And I just watched something on Netflix, but it basically is research that not just your brain has neurons, your heart has neurons, and your stomach is your second brain. Over last year, I learned to regulate my hormones, you know, have additional tinctures and skin boosters and adding fiber, eating proteins, having a balanced diet, and then tracking what that does to my skin. I just haven't really reached for acne products at all. And if you're looking for like herbal treatments or tinctures, I think Elix is a great place to start because they have customized formulations. And another one is Peak Tea. They have such a huge range of different drinks, from matcha to electrolyte drinks. And I have that almost every day. And I love liquid IV. Oh my God, I love it. And of course we have our own tea, so green tea. So just these like little things that make water and drinking fun. So this leads me to the buy list. Because I'm not buying acne products, it's hypochlorous acid. It's probably gonna be a huge thing from now on in the skincare world because it's actually an ingredient that dermatologists have been recommending. It's an ingredient that basically sanitizes your skin. It's an anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal, and you can use it on anything. So this is the one from Element. You can get it on Amazon for really cheap. Then you have the Tower 28. It's best to use it with a really simple moisturizer, no active ingredients. And literally my four-headed beast was gone in 3 days. You can even use it on your armpit for like odor, because if you think about it, odor is bacteria formation. If you have cuts, if you have abrasions, if you have anything, you can like use it to sanitize. It's just this all-round ingredient.
One of my friends, the skin on her face was so dry. It was cracking, nothing was working, and then everything she would put on it would sting. And I was like, hey, like maybe just try the Tower 28 routine where you use the spray, the SOS spray. And she literally texted me, we can put it on screen. She's like, this is all I need for the rest of my life. Like, where has this been my whole life? So not only for acne, but also eczema prone skin.
Oh, and just a little heads up, it tastes a little bit like salt water. It smells like the pool, and that's just the way it has to be, but you know it works. Yeah.
Let's talk about the thing that I'm not buying into, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this too. Scientists for decades have been trying to hack our lifespans. That is starting to come into skincare as well. Granted, most of these studies are very new, they're not fully baked, and these are all more of like, ooh, what if, like, can we use stem cells? Could we like somehow inject that in our skin, or can we use that in tandem with something else for our skin? There's plasma injection.
It's like that guy, Brian Johnson, but he uses all the most high-tech, like insane gadgets to reverse aging so that he'll never age, and inserts his own son's blood plasma into his, and like, it's crazy. It's like in this whole new field.
There's nano fat injections.
Oh, I've seen this recent facial in Korea where they extract your blood and then they prick it back into your skin in these methodical dots all over, and you look so scary, like a reptile. I was watching it because it's like the hottest thing in Korea right now.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just like,
show us some B-roll.
I could never. It's not a new concept, but I think it's just like coming back in different ways, and it's just like, oh my god, I'm like a little bit scared.
My face is twitching. Like, this new phrase that was in every single article that I read is the exosomes. While exosomes can in theory be extracted from one's own stem cells, the technology for doing so is not widely available as it is for plasma or like other types of injections. And then it's also believed that the exosomes are better, or they work best from the youth.
Oh my god!
So they take the stem cells from a baby and they put it in your face. Baby, going in my face, baby. Baby, I need you.
I just can't. Wait, so this is on your no buy, right? Like, you're not buying into this?
No, this is too crazy.
That took a shift to a horrifying place.
Reality, yeah. The things that I will be buying this year is skincare tools. Medicube really is like the golden standard, where there's just so many tools out there. There's so many things out there that, like, some of them do work, some of them don't work, but I think for Medicube, consistently all their devices work.
Some you can see the results quicker than other tools.
My favorite is still the Ucera. Beep, 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 and it's supposed to firm and plump up your skin using ultrasound. And then there's also the Glow Booster. So, facial tools aside,
can I just share with you something I've recently rediscovered? So quick story, I went to the dentist, found out I grind my teeth, and that's the reason why like my enamel chipped off, so they had to fill it. Anyway, so I kept grinding and I didn't wear a night guard, and it chipped the tooth off again. And then I started using this because I was like, I have to massage my thing. And I'm like, oh my god, why have I been sitting on this reefer for so long? Because this thing literally makes me grind my teeth less when I use it. And Medicube has the equivalent
EG,
one, but it's even got the electro. So I've been using these like no tomorrow. Yeah. And it's actually helped to remold the muscles under here, because there's a lot of facial muscles that we don't use. So now I find I wake up with less of a tense jaw, and it's because of this guy. So yes, the 30s has brought out something completely new, guys.
While you're sharing that, it reminded me of free things to use facial yoga. Like using your hands to massage your face in a certain way to give you similar effects. So then tools are a category that I like to try, specifically the LED masks that makes you look like Iron Man. I would like to use that more to see if it does do anything, because we're at a stage in our lives where we both know our skin really well. From, you know, when our skin is like this is what we do. When our skin feels like this is what we do. That when we do use tools, we'll be able to notice more so than if we were younger and we're just like,
maybe it's working.
Yes. So this is one bucket of what I want to invest in. Another bucket is facial treatments. So in our 20s, when we both started hosting, we didn't really, like, I still stand by the fact that like we didn't really need laser treatments, or we didn't really need microneedling or anything at that time. But I think now that we're moving into our 30s, why not? I feel like I've been wanting to try lasering my freckles for the longest time, and I just haven't. I'm gonna start doing it. It's a combination of it being the right time, and also I'm just curious. It's kind of like just taking a little step up to see if there's any changes. For example, I tried the Diamond Glow facial for the first time last year. Phenomenal, amazing. I feel like you should try it too.
My last on the no-buy list is anything that's marketed as collagen skincare, because if you look into it, collagen in your skincare doesn't actually do much because the protein itself is too large to actually sink into the dermis layer, which is where collagen is produced. You know, there's like face masks that say it's like collagen plumping, or like anything that says that, I would just look at it with a side eye and maybe just look at other ingredients in there, because if you like the other ingredients, then maybe it's still a good thing, but if it's just collagen, Fun fact, from about 25 to 30, we lose about 1% of our collagen in our face and our skin per year. So it kind of just starts to go down from that age. And the best way to get that back into your skin is actually through food. So once again, taking a holistic approach, or going back to my first buy, which is vitamin A. Because if you really want collagen, it's really only vitamin A, retinols, retinoids that can actually stimulate collagen and elastin production. If you want to ingest collagen, don't get anything that's just like collagen powders. You have to look for something that's hydrolyzed collagen, which is actually the smallest amino acid like particle that your body can absorb really easily. And if you want to preserve the collagen, just avoiding sugar is probably the best thing that you can do, because something called glycation works, where when you eat sugar, it will attach to the collagen protein in your skin and actually make it kink, which produces premature aging, fine lines, wrinkles, everything that we don't want. I think it all goes back inside.
I know, I'm just like, just hearing that makes me want to stop eating sugar, and it's a great way to quit sugar if you have a sweet tooth. It's a good reason to.
It really is, and I feel like sugar is really part of socializing. You know, you catch up with people, you eat sweets, you go out, you enjoy yourself. I think that's fine, but it's when we go into excess. And then the last on my buy list is skin beyond my face, which means scalp and also body. So I don't know if you guys noticed, this year I have been all about the scalp health, all about hair health, and also more recently, the body. These are like my essentials now. Oh my God, I am so into washing my hair.
Isn't the Fable and Mane amazing?
It smells so good, so good. The Fable and Mane little like the massager,
so good.
So good. Everyone has to get one of these. You have to circulate the blood in your scalp. Hair mask, I don't even use no basic conditioner anymore. I hair mask like every day. Well, when I shower anyway.
Especially now that I'm in Taiwan, it's so accessible to get the scalp treatments done.
Head spas are so popular, guys. If
They
you haven't
are.
like seen anything on it, oh my God, get on that right now. The neck, it's also starting to age. You know, hands show signs of aging. So I think now that I've kind of like, I know this area really well, and if anything, I'm starting to heal it more internally. Now I have like space to think about other areas and how I can like better improve that.
Okay, so my last buy, sun and like UV patches. I also started golfing. I never thought I'd be a golf girly, but my partner started golfing, and then he was like, it would mean a lot if you at least tried, and I tried, and I wasn't the worst at it, so it made me want to play more. The main thing that I don't like about it is that it's just so sunny. I bought a bunch of sunscreen patches, and there's two that I really like that I'll help put on screen. One of them is the France one that is going viral, and that we created a little reel for you guys on Instagram. I tried this viral sunscreen patch. Okay, so general consensus is I think this will be amazing for outdoor activities. I'm gonna make my significant other wear this every single time he goes golfing. And since I'm golfing more now too, this will be my new best friend. And another one is this one from Korea. It's like literally just called golf patch. It's like a sheet mask. Like the inside of it feels like a jelly sheet mask. So not only is it preventing sun damage and protecting your skin from UV, it's also brightening, hydrating, and nourishing your skin. AHC and a lot of Korean brands actually create a lot of these sunscreen patches because golf is huge in Korea. There's also like a whole new category of wellness patches, which I feel is like similar to aromatherapy.
I just feel like we've come so far from like nicotine patches.
Yeah,
That's all
they're
I
probably
can
like,
think
if you
about
can
as
do
you're
that,
saying it.
yeah, like if you can do that, then why not put, you know, like you can be calm, it can help you sleep. Like some of them will have like melatonin in there so that you can go to sleep. Patches are a distant cousin of sheet masks. That's why it kind of makes sense. I'm very excited. So that's our forecast for the rest of the year for 2024. We'll check back in with you guys at the end of the year to see how this year went, and we'd also love to hear what you think, what your lists are, what you are definitely gonna buy, what you're definitely not gonna buy. And
We wanna
we'll see
know!
you in next week's video.
Bye!